So the last one I want to talk about that I think is one that I probably have the most gray area on is posting on LinkedIn. I have not posted anything on LinkedIn before, and part of that is I'm just not sure what is an appropriate post to make. So could you possibly talk about that a bit?
Well, you're asking the question of someone who hasn't done a great deal of posting myself, but I'm going to click on the jobs tab for just a second and the search. Let me see. So here's a post a free job. So I think what may be happening in LinkedIn when you start to post, you can certainly message, you can certainly include commentaries in your profile. But of course, LinkedIn wants to charge you for certain things. And so if you're going to get real aggressive in your posting, not unlike Facebook, if you want to boost something that you post and share it with a bunch of people, it's probably going to cost you a little bit of money. So there are upcharges and other levels of membership on LinkedIn that if you really want to post and be known, then I think it's probably going to cost you some money in order to do it. So this would give me a free job post. So if I'm an employer and looking for someone, I'd have a free one. But you can bet I'm going to have some emails in my inbox after that going, oh, okay, well, how would you like to have this, 10 job posts in a month for $100 or something like that. So, Thomas, I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of experience with posting because I don't have any premium service on LinkedIn.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I would say that you're not getting your interviews off of what you post necessarily. Now, that I say with reluctance because when I say that, I don't mean post whatever you would post, like on Instagram. Your Instagram posts don't go on your LinkedIn, and anything that doesn't pertain to boosting you in the eyes of anyone else on LinkedIn doesn't go on LinkedIn. It's a place for you to build your platform, build your professional atmosphere. And so you have to be cautious with the posts you make when you do that. So I know I follow quite a few members of the Knights of Columbus. They will post a lot of stuff related to just what's on in the liturgical year. And that's right in line with what they do. That's right in line with their employment. And it kind of enhances what they do. So those are things that relate to what they're doing. And also, I will say one thing I know that you can post that I've seen a lot of people do is they will talk about how they've accepted a position with either an internship or a job. And that reflects well with your employer. They like to show that like you are happy to be taking the job with them. Say, I'm happy to accept that I took this job with Benedictine and I'm excited to be starting here. And I know that that's going to reflect well. It gives good publicity to your employer, but also shows that you are excited to be with them.
And here's a nominal. I'm going to say here's a nominal post screen. This was off of navigating back to home, and so I could just say I'm going to type here. Had a great podcast with Thomas Kai. Check it out. Okay. I'm sending it to anyone. I have other options, anyone plus Twitter connections. I'm going to send it to connections. How's that, Thomas? I'm going to give you some buzz right away. Okay.
All right.
And I'm going to post it. Of course, I don't have a link to it, which would have been nice because everybody go, well, where is it? Posted successfully. That cost me nothing. But if I go back to my job screen, as I mentioned, they already had some ads when I went to post a free job. Well, hang on just a second. It's digging for stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to back up because I don't have a job to post. But obviously, that's what you would do. They were already trying to sell me some premium services on my search. So just a forewarning that that's what will happen. There you go, right here. Try 1 month for free. Try premium. That's how they make money.
Everybody's got to make a living, I guess.
Right. But you can use the Nominal Post off the home screen right here. And looks a lot like Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Very similar structure. So as far as the points go of LinkedIn, I believe that I've covered most of what I think is necessary. Is there anything else that you would like to add, Professor Dean?
I think you've got it covered, Thomas. It is the platform for professional networking. So if we're talking about business professionalism, you've got to be on this platform to be part of the process and part of the flow toward job creation, employment, and career advancement.
Oh, and I guess one thing I do want to add, one final point is when you set up your profile, you will be setting up your location. My advice, and what I've heard from multiple people, is put your location as where you want to be working. So even if you don't live there, if you can find a way to be there, by all means do it. I'm from California, but I have my area as near Kansas City or Atchison because I am looking for employment in this area. So make sure that you are aware of where you're posting that because employers will be more reluctant to take someone who's farther away. So if you say, I'm here, then they will be more inclined to pursue you as a candidate for the job.
I think that's great advice. And I pulled up my profile just to see the locations, and this is where you can specify. So when someone does searches for your profile, if it triggers Kansas City metro area, then I will show up in their search.
All right. Well, that will conclude this episode of our discussion for business professionalism, this being the finer points of LinkedIn. And of course, if you have any questions or any comments, please reach out to me, Professor Keenans, and also Dr. Rogers, who is overseeing all of Student International Business Council. Shout out to her for all the great work she's doing. This is definitely possible because of her. So, yeah, I would like to thank everyone who watches. I hope that you're all having a great day. I look forward to seeing you in some more episodes. And thank you, Professor Keenans, for joining me and for sharing your wisdom with everybody.
You're very welcome. Thanks so much, Thomas. Best wishes to everyone who's watching.